Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Jongmo. Jongmo is a former uh, professor and lecturer at Sungkyunkwan University and has a PhD in industrial engineering. He's also been a lecturer at Samsung and is currently an associate research fellow in AI at King's College London. Thanks for coming,
Yes,
Jongmo.
hi everyone. My name is Jongmo Kim. I'm currently working at King's as postdoc research associate. Yes, it's nice to see you.
Yeah. So if you could kind of give us a background information of what exactly you do as an associate research fellow in AI at King's College London.
Okay, so I'm focusing on some graph or some network or structure-based AI because most of AI technology is highly relying on matrix-based some models because it's the high efficiency of computation for large scale or high dimension data set. But my research interest would be more flexible and more comprehensive and more like some dimension-free technology based on network or graph theory. So it would be the future of AI. I expect it should be. And yes, we are working on graph neural network or knowledge graph or some linked data like that. That would be more some core data structure in the future of AI. So main STEM institute of in EU would be involved for this project or some research area like some Wikipedia Foundation and Wikimedia and Wikidata Institute like that. That is a huge and very some crux of the knowledge graph data open data institute. Yes, so I'm working on that and I'm focusing that part.
Were you kind of shocked when ChatGPT first launched GPT 3.5?
Yes.
What was your
Yes.
impressions? And then did that shift your understanding and what you saw as the future of AI? Or do you still hold similar views to before?
Honestly, I guess that many researchers would expect that GPT or some other AI model would be very similar to human intelligence already, but they don't have any some proof or any some like very some well proved some cases for that. But GPT 3.5 or GPT 4 should be that very some well proved and very well known applications or test case for the world. So yes, it was shocked, but kind of doesn't it is not shock for any some researchers because we expected this or some the AI model should some conquer the current industry in near future.
What do you think? Okay, uh, what do you think of so Elon had a quote about this and I'm wondering if you agree with it. He says right now artificial intelligence is at the level of a human and the next time in the next 9 years it'll reach.
Yes, yeah, I totally agree with that statement or that opinion. So, yeah, I guess that I think that or I predict that um, company or any some very big institute, research institute already have that some very the AGI model already have that. But I think that the issue of some data ethics or some policy or other some computational cost too. Like you know that GPT-4 already has a very strict cap for use that. So I think that there are some restrictions or constraints for believing that AGI model for now. So I think that there are some behind the reason why they didn't relieve the AGI model, but I think that already they reach it out to that the human level intelligence.
Wow. And do you think that it'll fundamentally just change the careers of most people? And if so, how do you think people should kind of prepare?
Yes, yeah, I think so. Yeah, 100%. The world should be changed, and many some people or some many related workers just worried about, oh, my job would it be some disappeared in near future? But I don't think so because many some industry, I guess that many some industry or some many some clients wanted to get more productivity from the existing workers or existing some task or work. For example, if you are a very some a backend engineer for any some systems or IT infrastructure, for now, they some client or boss wanted to you get some task or module development for a week, but in the AI some era, you have to complete some simple task or module development for a day, not a week. So I guess that will be the main changes in the AI world. So I don't agree with that some statement. Some jobs or some many jobs or many some intelligence-based jobs should be disappeared. I don't agree with that statement, but I agree that the AI model should change the world, but the shape or the phenomenon would be that we have to get more as a productivity than the past.
Hmm. So we just become more productive, but it's not the total replacement of humans.
Yes, I guess that.
And what would you recommend for people trying to get into the space of AI? How should they go about learning it? And should they go to universities? And if so, where would you recommend for learning artificial intelligence?
Uh, okay. So if you want to get any some AI related job or some AI related some works in near future, I would like to recommend or suggest to you have to learn more some math based some lectures or classes because that I think that is very some efficient way to keep your career or your some capability in near future because they they never change it yet. So you do very some good
Hmm.
research or your background research for your 10 years or 2 years later. But the programming skill, I mean the Python programming or some PyTorch or some TensorFlow or any other some very state of the art some the programming skills or tools or how to make or how to build your own AI model like that. It I think that it would be not important after 5 or 10 years later because the programming some method or some programming language or programming and some like know how uh they are easily some alternative or they are easily replacing from the AI some technology. So yeah, I'd like to suggest you have to focus more some mathematical or like some other some optimization theory or like some planning or operation research like that. So there are so many some AI related some classes or some lectures. So yeah, I'd suggest to focus on the more so theory based some method rather than just focusing on the like
Hmm.
programming or some making some own AI model like that because it's very fastly changing. So you never focus the future about that very some practical or substantial skills.
I see. And what would you say for just people who just want to learn how to use AI, as you said, to optimize their productivity? How do you think they should go about learning it? Are there some people you recommend, like professors or YouTube courses, or just meeting people smart like you on Free Code Camp?
Yes, actually, that would be the very most frequent question to me last 6 months or last year. Many some people like just ask to me like that. I have to learn some AI related some course or any AI related some theory, but I don't want to be like some AI engineer or any software developer, but I'm just getting some threats. Have to learn AI some knowledge, even it is not related to my work. But I think that the most important thing is that at least you need to learn how to use AI application or AI some models to apply your workflow or your task for getting more some productivity. For example, like we assume that uh, there are anonymous lecturer in academia, and his major would be business or like some other kinds of some department. So he doesn't have any some important or essential knowledge for the AI, but he really wanted to use the AI model for his work, like some paper development or some data analysis or like some kinds of some paperwork or some lecture like that. And the most important thing is that you need to get how to plug in or how to merge the AI model into the current workflow. But for now we have only one comprehensive model called GPT, and yeah, GPT is very strong and powerful tool, but it's just a text-based web UI, so it is not easy to merge that AI model for your workflow, but that experience, I just would like to say that experience to adapt or to merge the AI technology, I mean the ChatGPT to your some workflow will be very some important differentiation from other people, because it should bring more some productivity or more some free time or more some flexible time for your work or the work process or some work and life. And the I just guess that the behavior of the working behavior will be changed in next 3 or 5 years later. So it is very that experience will be very important to your next career.
Just go about trying to learn how to use the current models with your workflow, and even though it's not that efficient and not that good, just that experience will put you levels ahead in the future.
Yes,
Is that correct?
yes. I have very some similar experience for that, because this job is my first international experience my life. So there are so many some new task or new work in here, like I have to organize the conference workshop, but I have no experience for that. So I needed to make workshop website, or I need to make some very some impressive logo or impressive some drawings or any some figures to make my own website. Yeah, I have a little of some experience to develop the website, but I'm using GPT to make very some impressive logos or any some figures to make our website, and I'm using that ChatGPT to maintain the website and to develop the HTML or CSS, or also and some background of some web server code, like some GQ of GitHub IO like that. But I guess that maybe it would take some 2 weeks for development of the workshop web page, but it just took 2 or 3 days with GPT. So I guess that would be the next working behavior in near future.
And what would be your reason and why do you choose AI as your interest? What was the reason behind that?
Yeah. Uh, it's just like some very interesting topic to me because um, I'm always wondering why is the shape of knowledge, because the knowledge we just naturally getting understand. Yeah, knowledge is knowledge. Yeah, I think I just understand what does that mean like that. But why is the knowledge is very difficult and very um yeah, hard to say question. But I think that the research for the AI would be very similar to answer what is the knowledge question, because the intelligence or knowledge or some information retrieval or some processing flow or the pipeline in our head would be the key or would be the crux for the AI technology. So it's just fascinating to me. I just wondering why the knowledge itself and how to connect each other we are. So I think that the main some region or some main the component or main the some key some some rules or theorem with the laying underlying on that AI in some field.
Hmm, I see. And before you chose your PhD and Masters of Industrial Engineering, what did you do for your bachelor's and how was your early days like before you became a PhD researcher and in AI?
My bachelor was industrial engineering theory, so it's like some it is like some more some comprehensive major compared to computer science department, but in that sense, when I study industrial engineering in something like university, I learned a lot of some very various types of data, various types of application, various types of stakeholder, or various types of some related component, human institute, organization like that. So it it would be the background for my some some very important interest for the flexibility or some robustness or like more some comprehensive intelligence in current to AI research topic. So and then I moved to the PhD coursework maybe after 2014 year, and I'm focusing on more some graph-based data set called linked open data or ontology or knowledge graph. So because in it looked like very interesting topic to me because it's very flexible and very like very easily manipulated data set, just like humans brain structure or human how to connect or how to disconnect their knowledge and humans like the cognitive intelligence like that. So I just vastly observed in that research topic, and I studied a lot of some background knowledge like some semantic graph, some ontology, linked data, graph neural network, or any other some related AI field work. And very fortunately, the AI field was rapidly changing in the last 10 years. So I easily got any some related materials or papers or AI topics in the last 10 years. It stimulated my research passion or some interest in the last 10 years. And from now, I'm working on more some specific some research topic, like to make more complex, more some easy to manipulate AI model just to make very mimic very some similar AI model to human intelligence.
Wow, human intelligence. That'll be very
Yes,
interesting.
it will
And
be
how
realized.
is that like kind of
Go.
like your life mission?
Yes.
Wow. Um, and what would you say is your process of learning new difficult topics and learning about AI? Like, how do you go about learning? Do you just have a notebook and then you just write things, or do you like try to talk with people, or how do you go about learning?
Yes, it comes out. Yeah, I talk to many some people, or I get any some information from paper or conference or other some related some academic community. But y- yes, sometimes it's very some difficult to get valuable information from the other some community or some resources because it's very some hot topic and buzzword for now. The AI would be the very hot topic. So many some it's like some information overload like that. So yeah, sometimes it's very difficult or hard to get valuable information from that many resources. But I just like to say that if you wanted to get very some valuable significant information or some data, you need to focus on the more some recent conference paper because um, generally journal paper needs more time to process, approximately 1 year, and very bad case it will require 2 years to complete a paper. So if you see some journal paper, it could be yes or outdated for
Mm,
outdated just 2 years ago. So but the conference paper is very some timely manner, some written for getting more some attention to the public. So yes, if you wanted to get any some relevant information, you need to focus on the conference paper rather than reading any some academic journal paper.
and are there conferences you recommend the most and you trust a lot?
Yes, exactly.
What are they?
There are
What are
so
some of the
many
conferences?
some
Mm,
AI conference like some triple AI, New NIPS, Sigo KDD like that. But you can get that conference like Googling with that keywords AI top conference like that. You can easily get the list of top conferences and you can get um, the paper for free.
mm. And what would you say where would you say is a hotspot for AI that people, if they want to like learn and be next to a lot of like um developments in AI, should be? Should it be Silicon Valley, or are you currently in London? Europe is
Uh, This very difficult question to answer, but in my opinion or in my personal any reason is that they are so rapidly changing for now, so it's hard to guess their future. But yeah, so it's very some good city to develop your career in the AI field because Korean people really some rapidly and easily adopting new technology or cutting edge technology for now. But the point is that I think that the South Korea would have a very some big point for the AI um, that would be the data itself because America and EU countries really emphasize the importance of data, and they have a lot of regulations, policy, or any other some know-how or any other some experience how to maintain large scale and multidisciplinary data set for 2 years. last 2 years. So they have a bunch of some experience on how to maintain that. But I think that the South Korea or some related institute or organizations, they might have few experience how to maintain or how to update very huge large scale data set. So I think that it would be very big bottleneck to evolve the AI industry in South Korea. So that's very big point. But fortunately, Korea is one of the most rapidly adopting AI technology in various fields like some manufacturing or service or some education like that, because we are very sensitive to technology things. So yes, this is the very big advantage and strong point, but just the only one thing, the data maintenance or policy or ethics like that might be very big bottleneck. But the Korea is very good place as well to develop your AI career. No, not yet.
No,
I
no,
just
okay.
yeah, I just pursuing the research.
I see. I saw that you lectured at Samsung. How was that like?
Mhm.
And what did you kind of do? And if there are things you can talk about that you learned that isn't signed on NDA, what are they?
Uh, yeah. That was was an amazing experience to me. I'm teaching very basic machine learning and AI theory to Samsung employees, and some people had related knowledge for the machine learning, like some linear algebra or any some matrix computation, um, the theory like that. But some people or the other people didn't have any some knowledge for that related to AI field. So it it was not easy to teach or not easy to share the knowledge for the AI for core class people. And even more, they had some different um different roles and tasks. For example, some people um for example some guy is working on the design of semiconductor based on um some theoretic physical simulation, but some guy is working on just programming some work for controlling semiconductor machines like that. So it's very different work. So yes, that was the another some cumbersome to teach them, but it was very some interesting experience, and I was trying to bring the very basic knowledge and insight to them, like the mathematic things,
Hello,
because
hello.
it
Is
would
I
be hmm? Sorry,
yeah.
it would
I don't know.
be
It kind of lagged for a bit. I'm not sure.
hmm, okay,
I kind of lagged for a bit. So if you could just go 10 seconds, I just yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So it was very some interesting and very amazing experience to me. And yeah, they are really enthusiastic to learn the AI model, and they wanted to adopt the AI model for their workflow or some task to improve the efficiency.
Mm. They're very enthusiastic, but you saw that some of them like didn't have the mathematical concepts or the fundamental concepts down, so it was kind of difficult for you to teach them.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
They are very strong to understand the insight of AI. So like, okay, so uh, it's like some any automation work like that, or how to adopt this model for my work. It is unclear, like the many some any argument or controversial opinion for that classes. So some people like have some big doubts for the perfumes of AI models like that. Yeah, like some. I don't believe that the AI model would be overcome for some any various types of sensitive work like that. Yes, some people just yes could have a big doubtness, but I think that most of people realize that okay, we need to get prepared for the new industry or new some era like that. Am I working some behavior like that? Yes.
Yes,
Um,
that's like
yeah.
just like a day in your life. I usually work on my deep work at this time, and then I like sleep at this. I eat this. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'm usually going to Kings for work. Yeah, but I can work remotely. But yeah, I'd like to work in that office because they have more some big monitor and more some big desktop in there. So it is a good working place for me. And the Monday would be the quite hectic day for me. I should have a lot of meeting in Monday to coordinate my work with my collaborators or coworkers or managers like that. So the Monday is the should be meeting day for me. And Tuesday and Wednesday would be the main core working day to meet requirements or to meet deadlines after Monday meeting. Like sometimes I developed some program or I developed some software for research project or some making any some experimental code for the paper or sometimes I'm writing, or I'd like to some make some draft or some making some architecture for the academic paper to be submitted for the the journal or some other conferences, and then maybe um, for Thursday and Friday, yes, I'd prefer to prepare the next week, like some any other some um, big or some small work to be adjusted for the next meeting like that. Yes, that's my quite strict
Mm.
routine. Yeah.
And do you like that strict? Do you think you perform better when it's strict or when it's more flexible and loose?
More some flexible one. Yes.
I see. Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to think. You answered like all of my AI big questions, so I'm trying to think of some questions.
Okay.
What would you tell yourself, like a high school or college student, to become where you are right now and lecturing? Like, what advice would you give, and what would you have told yourself?
For a college student or some
Yes,
early
like if
career
you went,
people.
yes,
Yeah,
if
I
you time
understand.
traveled back
Yeah.
to young Jongmo,
Yeah, yes, I can understand what you mean. Uh, Maybe honestly, I'd like to say that you needed to go out more some earlier, yes, for that because um there are so many people uh involved in this area. So I think that the success of career would be um, the social networking or some experience involved in this area because there are so many people, so many some works or so many some tasks involved in this field. So I need a lot of people to help or to support my work for researching and some software development or any other some career related works. So if I get any some chance to give some advice for my young and some theater on a career some people, I'd like to say that you need to get more some networking or more related people to some emphasize also to improve or enhance your background some networks. But I guess that many people just to most of the people who are students just to is like focusing on the knowledge or skill for now. But the point is that the industry, the in particular AI industry, is rapidly changing. So you never guess the future that skill, what you learned, uh, would it be essential or not? You never guess that. You never determine that. So the point is that maybe the paper or networking or some socializing things would be the very big resource or property to you in the future.
That's been like shared around like entrepreneurs, whatever field I meet, people say like networking
Yeah,
and knowing people is
yes,
so
yeah,
important.
everyone. Yes.
Yeah, so I get and I'm just thankful for your time, for 40
Mhm.
minutes of your time. And yeah, really thankful. And where can people find you at if they wanted to reach out for something? I'm not sure to work with you in the future or yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, again, what's your
Where
question?
like what social like LinkedIn or Instagram? Where can people find you and reach out to you?
Okay, um, maybe yes, one of the biggest source for networking with them, yes, naturally working place. And the next some social networking places would be like some technical meetup like that, because I think that many people just might want to escape from their working place like that, but still they wanted to use their skill for other interesting some topic or application. So if we wanted to meet that people who interested in interesting or some very fa- fancy application or work, you need to go to technical meetup or any some technical some community. There are so many some technical meetup or community and in our some place for society that you can easily find some very interesting community. It is fun, it is very interesting, and you can find any some very multidisciplinary people in there, and it is very good experience to improve your career. So
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Yeah, that's very helpful. I was kind of asking the question like you, like how can people like reach out to you specifically? Like LinkedIn, would you prefer, or like you have other social profiles?
No, I think that LinkedIn is yes enough. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, thank you, Jongmo, for the 40 minutes, and yeah, okay, I stop the
Yes,
pod
yeah,
now.
yeah. Thank you, Alan, to invite for this very interesting podcast. Yeah, it is very
Thank you.
amazing experience to share some experience and my thought for the AI. Yeah, thank you for inviting
I
me.
learned a lot. It helped me. Like, there's like a lot of things. There's so many news. You kind of helped explain some things. It's very helpful, and then some things I should focus on. It's very helpful, and I think my friends will
Thank you.
definitely love it.
Thank you.
Okay.